One of the vignettes I'll always hold on and consider precious with Stephen was the very night of the Dove Awards this year. I'm sitting right next to him. This is before the night unfolds, and here's, you know, a night in which he's incredibly celebrated by his peers, etc. No one would know that that's the very night. He takes me aside one part of that evening and says, I've just finished this book by Oswald Chambers on his life, Abandoned to God. Scotty, is what I'm doing right now, does it really matter? Does it count? You know, I'm encaptured by the heart of this man who really dares to believe the gospel is true. And like, what a juxtaposition of a guy walking around in this huge arena of adoring fans who's saying, I'm not really sure that what I'm doing really matters, because I read the life of Oswald Chambers and I realize, what do I really know about the love of God? What do I know about living a life of gratitude and obedience driven by the grace of the gospel? And to me, it's like, this is what it's all about, Father, to see a man wrestling well in the midst of a situation where many people would make an idol of the success he's known. So it just affirms the fact this is the real item.
At a time when I was really desperately praying for God to restore the passion, to bring about a sense of refocusing in my heart about why I'm trying to make music and communicate the impact the gospel's had on my life, and do that with a sense of purpose and intentionality. Along comes this book. I open it up and start reading, and I can't put it down. Through the book Abandoned to God, I discovered that Oswald Chambers spent some time in America. He spent about 6 months at a place called God's Bible School and College. So through a little bit of research, we discovered that, in fact, it's still in operation. That was really one of the highlights of the Signs of Life tour, was getting to stop and actually stand in the spot where Oswald Chambers taught, and go up to the little bedroom where he slept and find some people there who had the same kind of great appreciation and respect for him.
This was the classroom.
His life was there for us to really be spurred on to follow Christ, to know Christ more. That's the life of Oswald Chambers in so many ways for me, and I think this book helped really recapture that and give me a whole new sense of appreciation for the friend that he's been. And then what took that even to a higher level than I could have ever imagined was the opportunity to meet his daughter, whom I became acquainted with again through the book Abandoned to God, and discovered in there that he had a little daughter who was born 4 years prior to his death, named Kathleen Chambers. Never imagined in my wildest dreams. Within 3 months' time of reading about that, I would be standing at her front door.
It's very kind of you to come.
It is so wonderful to meet you. This, you have to know, has been the highlight of my journey here. It really has.
I'm very pleased. It's lovely to meet you.
Great to meet you too. I never knew of your father's artistic ability until I read the story of his life.
That's Beethoven, which he did when he was 19. He's got a Saturn mark on there, if you don't see, you see it on the right-hand side.
Right, 93.
And that's Wagner. We never know why he did Wagner, because he didn't like Wagner's music. He played the piano.
I'm sure he knows, or will know in heaven, how his life and his work has influenced the art community in our generation, because now I'm one who uses the arts to communicate the gospel message.
Yes.
And it's so influenced by your father's writing and so inspired by that, I guess. Well, shall we?
have a cup of tea now?
Yes, we shall.
At what you call an old institution, this is what we always used to have, afternoon tea. I shall be interested to follow you, and I'll know who I'm thinking about.
Right, yes. When you hear those songs, you'll know that somehow your father had some inspiration and influence in that. So.
Yes, that's lovely.
Well, God bless you. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
All right, thank you.
It was really lovely to know you.
Thank you. Bless you. Hopefully I'll see you again sometime. Thank you.
That would be lovely. And thank you for spending the time to come. That was lovely of you.
All right, thank you.
Safe journey home.
Okay, God bless you.